Hello and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here for a while, hello. I hope you're doing great. Today's video is a spring clean and organize. I had just had the itch to start decluttering, and so I pulled out my camera. So get ready to get highly motivated. Hopefully you guys are in the mode too. It's just so nice to clear out before you head into a new season. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, and then we're going to jump straight into today's video. Okay, so we're in my laundry room, as you can see. Over on Instagram, I had asked a poll, like, should I change these out? When we first moved in, I really wanted these, but I was trying to stay on budget, and when you're like buying things for a new house, it's just overwhelming, and I just got these really cheap, but now that we're in here, I don't like them. Like, they're more of a tan, brownish color, and I really like sticking to like the grays and the blacks. But I felt like this wicker really tied in the gold elements in here. I will say, when I was talking about this, people voted for these. Kristen Casper, if you don't follow her, go follow her now. I love her channel. But she said she has these, but they scratch the paint really bad. So I went and picked up felt, and these were like big pieces, and it's like a sturdier felt, so I don't know if it has a different name. But it was $1.99, and I got 4 of them because I thought I would just cut them in half and hot glue them to the bottom. So as we slide them out, they won't mess up the paint. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get these out and put them up here and make sure I like them before I start like decluttering and organizing things over, and definitely before I start cutting and gluing. And then if I like it, I'll start that. And if you guys are wondering, I got these off Amazon, so I'll link them down below in my description box. But let's pull these out and just see how they look first.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think
Okay, so there they are. I do like them way better. Like I said, I think they tie in with the gold. They just look a little bit more expensive. So yeah, I'll be able to use these somewhere else or just sell them. I have a love-hate relationship with these. They look so much nicer, but it's weird how you set them up. Like this piece in here, it's just kind of free. Like it knows when to stop, but see that? It's just like all connected. But I'm hoping like once heavy things get in it, it just stays that way. So let me put that back up. Sorry if I'm making you guys sick, but I do like them and I'm gonna make them work. So I'll probably get them all opened up and then go ahead and put that felt on them, and then I'll start like organizing, decluttering, and all that.
get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be.
So since I have 8 baskets and 4 pieces of felt, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut those in half. That way they're all the same amount, and then that's what I'll glue onto the bottom.
Spin around, your hand reaches mine. Feels like I can do anything. Just give me a mountain to climb. You sing la 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 la
Okay, so I'm aware this isn't going to cover the whole bottom, so if you want to like measure it out and get enough, I'm just trying to get a big surface. I think just having that on it, it's going to help it slide so much easier than it just being like the wicker part. So this is all I'm going to do. I just have my hot glue gun and then this, and I'm just going to glue it on and we'll see how it goes. So as I was gluing these on, I noticed they had these hooks right up here at the top, and that's so that bottom won't push through so your items can stay in the basket. That's probably what's rubbing and messing up paint. So I tried to make sure when I was doing all the felt, I was putting hot glue there and sticking that felt on top of that area, because that's probably the problem. Okay, so I still have 2 more to go. God, I just don't know what my review would be on these. Like, I love the look and I think they're gonna look so much nicer, but I really don't like how this bottom piece is. Like, it's really hard, especially trying to glue these on. I hope this helps. I'm not sure it's going to. I may have to get some like stickies to help as well. I just don't know how well it's gonna stick to this wicker. So we will see. Like I said, I love the look. I don't like that bottom piece at all. I wish they would have done something different there. Okay, so they're all ready to go now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and move everything into a bin, but I'm gonna try to declutter as I go. Now, I did declutter these when we moved, so there may not be a ton, but it doesn't hurt to go back through them. So I'm gonna get everything moved over, and then I'll have to clip these off and retie them on as well, because I like having those, because I kind of know where stuff is, but if a guest comes over, or Savannah or Chase, they know right what to grab. So I'm gonna leave those on there. It's just gonna take a few steps of getting everything kind of moved over and then put away.
So complicated. All I wanted was your love. In its time, should we break it? 'Cause I'm not staying anymore. I've been waiting here before. It is not the first time. Thinking that you'll change this time. No, I don't need a heartbreak. I don't need to save you. 'Cause I gotta be you. 'Cause I gotta be you.
As you can see, the boys were really watching me, but I was not even paying attention. I know they were wanting their treat, but I was so focused on filming and decluttering and getting these bins switched over, I completely forgot, and they gave up and left me. Okay, so here is how it's looking so far. I'm so happy with it. Like I said, just keep in mind the bins are a little wonky, but once they're up, they look so much better than like that. You can kind of tell the difference. So I haven't had much to declutter yet, but I have this bin started, and then I'm getting to throw some stuff away. So now I just have these 4 bottom ones, and then I'll be done. Just in case you're curious what I keep in all these bins, I have like a lot of our medicine, I have a first aid bin, I have 2 dog bins, I have an overflow bin, so of like extra cleaners and different things. I have a junk bin, so that's technically like our junk drawer, but I never even get into it because it's not a drawer, so it's not that easy. But I even have an oil bin, so just things that we don't need all the time, but at least they're organized and broke down into sections, so when I need to find it, I can. Okay, so here is what it looks like now that I've changed them all out. I think it looks so much better. A lot of you guys mentioned that I needed to get like a seat cushion here. I think I am gonna have my dad make me one. The hardest thing is just coming up with the fabric, because obviously I don't want a pattern because the floor is so busy. And then I don't want to do a pop of color because I know it won't last. So I think I'm gonna find like some type of gray or something. I really don't want black either because I think it'll be too harsh, and I do not want a white because it won't be easy to clean. So I've got to like find one of these tiles up in my attic and take it with me to a fabric store and maybe find a cool gray for here. If you have any other suggestions, just leave them down below in the comments section because I definitely need help with that. But you'll have to let me know what you guys think. I just think it adds in the gold features just so well. Back here in my closet, I've been wanting to like declutter, not so much organize. I mean, I have some stuff I need to work on, like my purses. I clearly need to work on that, and there's so much stuff in those. I need to dump them out, and I'm so bad when I'm like switching purses. I'm always in a hurry because we're out the door, so I just throw stuff into one. There's still stuff left in these hangers, but the very first thing I'm gonna do is go through and like declutter all of my clothes, all of my shoes. Chase isn't here, so I'm not touching his side, but as you can tell, his side looks way better than mine right now. So let's start pulling stuff out of this, and I'm gonna start, you know, just decluttering pieces I no longer need, use, wear, don't fit, they have a hole in them. Whatever it is, it's going.
I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire.
Okay, so I have this whole section cleared out. I did pull down all my bags. Don't worry, I'm not decluttering, like I'm not getting rid of those. I just need to clean them all out. But here's the pile of clothes. As you can tell, it's mainly my colorful clothes that I'm getting rid of. It never makes it long here. I just use it for certain events. But now I'm gonna start on this section, and then I have this section, and then I also have the one up here as well.
Just have to hold on through the night, as long as we are watching the fire day. We'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
So I always get asked a lot where I buy my clothes. I used to be a Ross girl, so if you've been here from the beginning, you know I used to talk about them all the time, and I still love them for like home decor and stuff like that. But as far as clothing, I just noticed nothing ever lasted long. So I really love ThredUp, which I talk about them here a lot, and then I also love Apple Boulevard, and it's like a family boutique. So both of those, and they both have apps, so you can download them. Apple Boulevard is also on Facebook and Instagram, so you can check them out, but those are the two places that I shop.
What I wanna say is that I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
Okay, so the pile is definitely growing as we speak. I'm going to come back later and like straighten all of these hangers. I know it still looks messy, but I want to finish like decluttering first. So now I have all like my yoga pants down here and leggings and my shoes. But just in case you're new here, this is called a seasonal rack. It's so nice that you can like pull it down. Chase can actually reach it from the floor, but our ceilings are so tall I still have to stand on something. But pieces that I don't wear often, and especially like once things get warm, I'll put most of my sweaters up there. But I love having that up there. But now let's work kind of down low for now. I think one of the most things I get asked about with clothes are either my tunics or my leggings, and both of those always, for the most part, come from Apple Boulevard. She has really great priced leggings. I have a lot of like Spanx dupes from her, and I have the real Spanx, and I actually like her dupes better, so you can definitely check them out. But even the pants I have on in this video and that top, both of them are from the Apple Boulevard. Now I'm just trying to declutter my shoes and kind of put the winter ones more away or hidden, and then bring more of my sandals out because it finally is getting warm here. I may have to go back and forth a few days, but for the most part I'm putting like those really thick warm boots kind of behind my clothes and pulling out more of my flip-flops.
With the rest, 'cause I'm a mess. No more you.
These shelves get so dusty. I thought it was just in my beauty room at the last house, but apparently it's here in the closet as well, so it must just be the nooks. I didn't have time or energy this day to clean them, but you'll definitely be seeing that in an upcoming video. Okay, so as you can see, I have all my like pants of any sorts right here above my shoes. And to me, I have them categorized. So they're either by brand or style. Like this is all my prints. This is all my dressier legging prints. This is more like my Spanx and faux Spanx. These are like my casual, like super, like, I don't know. These aren't very tight leggings. So they're just casual around here. These are like my workout leggings. I know that seems crazy. And then all my different types of jeans. That way when I come in here, I know exactly where my stuff is, because when you have multiple types of leggings, it can get very confusing or you can forget what you have. So it's just easy to have them categorized where you know exactly where to go.
Make space for the new you, like I'm old news in your review mirror. It must be nice you went and got a penthouse.
I think I'm gonna wait and deal with this here in a second. I'll grab a big box so I can take that to be donated or let my sister or friends go through it. First, I'm gonna dump out everything that's in these and then I'm gonna restuff them. I may actually use some of the stuff here. That'll work out. So then they don't lose their shape, they don't get a lot of dust in them, and then they'll look prettier on display. So let me declutter these and clean them out, and then I'll show you kind of how I do that.
Money and it's real loud. Brand new money with a brand new chest. Still a baby bird price straight off the nest like you.
Here is everything that was in my purses. So that's what I mean. It's just a bunch of junk or things that need to be put in the correct space. So then when I grab a purse, I'm not just throwing more stuff on top of this junk, because that's what happens. Like this, I haven't needed to wear this in a long time. Okay, but I wanted to show you the difference. This one I already had stuffed with like winter pajamas, so obviously I'm not wearing those right now. And I can flip-flop between summer and winter, but these are my winter pants. But during the winter, I can stuff my backpacks and my purses, because see how this one's standing? So it's not getting like crinkled, it's not getting wrinkled, it's holding its shape, plus it displays better, versus this one right here. See how slouchy it is? So I'm just going to cram some of these clothes that I was going to get rid of into these bags to help preserve like all my purses and stuff.
You said things could only get better. I need it more than ever. They don't. You said things could only get better. I need it more than ever. They don't. How can I believe you when everything is seeping? How can I believe everything is seeping? Everything is seeping. Everything is seeping. How can I believe when everything is seeping? You ain't gotta be so see-through. You ain't gotta be see-through, yeah. You ain't gotta be so see-through. You ain't gotta be see-through, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to remind you, like, as I get new shipments in, I can also take out like the wrapping or packing from like orders you order online, and you can stuff them in here as well. But this is really good with your seasonal clothes. Like if you don't have a space to have like all your sweaters out with all your summer clothes, you can switch back and forth. So when it's summer, just put all your sweaters in here, and when it's winter, put all your denim shorts and tank tops in there just to kind of hold the shape. This is also really good to do if you're undecided. So there was a few sweaters in here I couldn't decide if I wanted to get rid of. This way they're tucked away, so if I don't end up pulling them out soon, I know I don't need them. But if I do decide I need it for that one special event, they're right here, nice and safe. I just have to remember which bag I put them in.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box.
Okay, I'll try to remember to put a before picture here, but look at the difference that makes. Like, now it's pretty decor in my closet. It's not just a mess when you first walk in. So take the time and stuff those purses and bags. It saves the bags and they just look so much prettier. Now it's on to all of this stuff. I'm gonna go grab the purse I'm currently carrying so I can put anything that needs to go in there, and then I'll just divvy up the rest, either take it to its home, take it to the trash, wherever it needs to go.
To be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way. Gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you.
Please let me know if you guys do the same thing with your purses. I'm just so bad when I'm switching them. I just feel like I'm in a hurry. So I just grab like my wallet, my keys, the things I need, and throw them in the next one. And then all the extra gets left in the previous purse. And it's just like a vicious cycle. I've been needing to clean these out for a while, but it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. And all of that stuff is useful. It's like pins and masks. You'll see a ton of masks in there, which is crazy. There's like gift cards, there's rubber bands, there's headbands. It's stuff as a mom you need, but it was just getting out of control. I feel so much better having my purse cleaned out and then all my other purses. I don't know if you've done this in a while, but definitely go get your purse, clean it, even Lysol it, just clean up your like credit cards and driver's license, and you will feel so much better.
I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I don't want to be dragged in a box. I just want to go my own way.
And here are some after shots of my closet. Like I said, I didn't touch Chase's side really at all because he wasn't here, but I decluttered all of my clothes, all of my shoes. I went through all my purses. It just feels and looks so much better. I'm so glad to get that out of the way. Honestly, it makes me just want to go in there and go through my tops one more time because I was kind of stingy with my black tops, but I need to go in there and be ruthless one more time. But other than that, I'm so happy with how it turned out.
I am on my way. I am on my way.
We are getting so close to being finished, but definitely don't click off yet. We still have one more place I want to work on before I end today's video.
We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself.
The last place we're going to work on today is the dresser out in our master bedroom. So we keep a small one in our closet for like socks and stuff like that when we get out of the shower. But we also have a larger dresser right here in our master. Now I only have 3 drawers and Chase has the rest. I just keep my nightgowns out here and then my shorts and then all my swimsuits. So now that it's getting warmer, I just wanted to go through those one more time and get them just kind of moved around, put up towards the top. I went through a lot of my nightgowns I wasn't wearing. I can go ahead and get rid of those to create more space for new items coming in.
to express yourself in your own way.
Thank you guys so much, especially if you made it to this part of today's video. You hung out with me the entire time, so thank you so much. If you're new here, thank you for watching. If you've been with me for years, thank you for sticking with me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do.